Oh my God. Oh my God. So yeah, I won a bike race. Kinda. We'll get to that. But to understand what was really happening just there, first we got to turn the clock back a lot. I've never been a particularly athletic person. This is a picture of me in high school on the 5th soccer team. Yeah, that's the one below varsity and JV and thirds and fourths. Team sports were not my thing. As an adult, I got into running and then into more adventure sports like climbing and mountaineering. I summited Mount Washington in winter, but the big goals always seemed to elude me. I trained for a year to climb Mount Rainier with a couple of friends, but as we were eating, we realized that 2 of us and very possibly 3 of us were all showing signs of AMS, which is acute mountain sickness, which is not good. So we still have time to get down. So it's gonna suck, but we're going down. And I'm probably not gonna take the camera out to film it because we're gonna wanna be moving. We're not gonna have any sexy sunset shot from tomorrow morning, but we also probably won't be dead, so yeah, you know, strikes and gutters. We set another big goal in the whites and failed on that one too, in part due to my fitness. I stopped with the mountaineering stuff shortly after that for unrelated reasons, but those 2 losses always kind of stung. I felt like I could do more, that I could actually achieve one of these big goals, but I just never did. And then there was last year's Mountain Mayhem race, the first one ever. I decided to see how many uphill laps I could do and really surprised myself by doing 12. But I left early, so I ended up finishing 16th. And again, I felt like I'd left something on the table. This year I started training, and my main race goal has been the CBCC 100K mountain bike race. But that's definitely kind of a stretch for me, especially given the time limits. And it's not a race I have even a prayer of winning. Mountain Mayhem, though, all I have to do is keep going. How hard could it be? All right, it is 5:20 in the morning, headed to the Mountain Mayhem race at Mount Abram, and as you can probably hear, it is absolutely pouring. The weather forecast is for rain pretty much all day, so that's not great. So my goal is to do the maximum number of uphill laps, which at least technically is 24. We're gonna see how it turns out with this weather. I did 12 last year, so I only need to do twice as many, but I am in better shape this year and I don't have to leave early, so that's something. The main thing I'm worried about at this point is the weather for a couple reasons. One, the wetter it is, the worse that climbing trail is going to get. I know how fast I can climb it, but if it's all a mud pit, then that's all out the window. The other thing is that there is the potential for thunderstorms today up there, and if they do that, they shut down the lift. I would assume that that means that they also are not going to let you keep climbing up and down and riding. If the mountain gets shut down for any period of time pretty much, then there's no way I'm getting to 24. Nothing I can do about the weather. I'm just really hoping that they don't cancel the race or something like that. Whew, all right, so out here, WinterKids Mountain Mayhem, lap 1. Now this race has a fairly unique format. Over 12 hours, mountain bikers do laps up and down the mountain. And you get 2 points if you ride up the mountain for a lap. You get 1 point if you ride the chairlift up and then ride the bike back down. But each racer can only earn a maximum of 4 points per hour. Now that means a couple of things. One, if you want to win, you really have to be pedaling for every single lap because the Mount Abram chairlift is not fast enough to do 4 chairlift laps in an hour. And 2, if you're pedaling up at a decent pace, you're likely to be able to finish 2 laps in less than an hour, which then gives you a period of a few minutes to rest or eat or fix mechanical issues on your bike before the next hour comes and you have to start pedaling again. I did get confirmation that it's also legal to climb up the double track road rather than this trail. So that may be the play. Obviously checking this one out for now, but this is already pretty wet and rooty, so probably try the double track next. Christ. Whew. Yeah. This is a bit of work. Try not to burn matches here. But it's hard. You gotta keep up enough speed to stay upright. I can't believe my brakes aren't singing right now between the mud and the wet. They really ought to be. All right, going up for another climb, but I don't need to record it, so I'm gonna put the camera away for a while. All right, so it is 8:42. We've now got 4 laps in the bag. Feeling all right so far. I've done all the laps on the climb trail, but it is getting gross, and a lot of bikers are already starting to use the double track. Probably try to keep doing the climb trail for as long as it seems feasible, just sort of in the spirit of mountain biking. I mean, it is harder, but you gotta spend some time on the trail, right? But at a certain point, I mean, there's a few sections where it feels like we're just kind of destroying the trail, so I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to spend doing that. This is the beginning of lap 7, I guess, uphill. So we've done 6 full laps. I did all those on the climbing trail, but it's getting real messy. So I went to the tent again, confirmed with the WinterKids folks that it's totally kosher to climb up the road. As you can see, a bunch of other folks are doing it too. So we're going to see what this is like. A scoring update. I went and looked at the scores that they have on like a big board here, and I'm exactly where I want to be, need to be. All right, 10 laps in the bag, and as you can see, I've changed. I decided it's not really raining right now, so it seemed like a good moment to take advantage of the creature comforts that I brought and just change out of all the wet crap. Back on that grind. It is 12:04, so this is climb number 11. Feeling okay, you know. I don't feel like it's my first lap, but at least right now, I don't feel like I'm desperate to stop either. Now, this climb does get worse as it goes on, and there's bits near the top where you really kind of have to put down like 300 plus watts just to stay upright. I think I've been doing a pretty good job of getting fuel in. I'm admittedly not approaching it very scientifically. I'm kind of just doing what I can. So when I get a chance to stop and take a drink, I'll stop and take a drink, and I got the super high carb scratch mix in the bottle. And then I'm just sticking to a rhythm of 2 laps, and then I've got the rest of the hour to rest, so I will go back to the truck and try to eat as much as I can, which is getting tough. This is the descent on my 12th lap. So when I get to the bottom, I will have equaled what I did last year. Not that impressive an accomplishment, considering that I've been training all winter as opposed to last year when I was trying to build abs. And I'm riding a bike that's probably 10 pounds lighter. Maybe not 10. Oh boy. Yeah, greasy down here. All right. Let's go eat some candy. I'm not done, but I am really starting to feel it. So I'm going to leave you, by which I mean the camera, back at the truck for this next round and just have a little bit less weight to carry up the mountain. I got a few minutes left to rest here, and then I'm going to go do some more climbing. Woohoo! Laps 13 to 14 in the bag. As you can see, I'm rocking on this little windbreaker just to keep myself warm while I rest. Whew! Feeling it. Feeling it for sure. Not done yet, but I feel like I'm starting to crack a little, so get some more calories in. Bringing you out here for some of climb 15. The easy part, obviously, because I can't do most of the hard part one-handed. Whew, feeling it, but still cranking. Here's the beautiful view. This is my life today. The rain is coming down, and I'm feeling chilly again, so maybe we'll see how I feel when I get to the top, but I might need to get a jacket or something. I did bring some, so we'll see where we're at. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna go climb. Climb number 16, still going. Rain's still coming down. All right, so it's 2:42, 16 down, and I've got another 18 minutes to rest. So far, tied with 2 other guys for first. And I don't know how much longer I can keep going, to be honest. I feel like I've probably got at least another couple laps in me. I don't know. We're gonna find out, I guess. But for now, it's time for me to chill a little bit and hope the rain stops. 18 laps in the bag now. So still feeling all right. What the hell time is it even? 3:40, so we're getting there. 6 laps left to get to 24, which feels like a crazy amount, but at the same time, it's not that far. I don't know. I actually feel less cracked than I did before, but my legs are getting wobbly. But I guess it is a good reminder of this sort of race truism that, like, how you feel now is not necessarily how you're going to feel later. And I think it was at the end of 16, sort of going into 17, I really just felt like this is it. Feeling better now. Gonna keep getting calories in, all I can do. And I will take you along on the chest mount for the next round. This is climb number 19. Hey. And you're right here. Nice. Here we go again, starting off lap 20. So this bit, I'm walking now. I did it probably 15, 16 times today, but It's just this little punchy thing. It takes like 400 watts. And it's just not worth it to save like 10 seconds or whatever. Whew. It's like just not a match that I want to burn. And otherwise, this little trail section, while longer, I think is easier and more pleasant than the road that it corresponds with. Listen to that poor drivetrain. Having a tough day. But there's no way around it. This is the down of lap 20. Just finished lap 20. Definitely feeling real tired, but it's also feeling like this might be doable. I think what would stop me at this point would be bonking, thunder, crash. Yeah, I guess lots of stuff could still stop me, but we'll see. 2 more hours to go. Oh, Christ. Why did I decide to do this? End of 22. Whew, all right, 22 done. So it's feeling possible. That said, my feet are suddenly absolutely burning. I gotta switch up socks and shoes and take a look at what's going on there, but that is not good. But hopefully we can push through it, whatever's going on. So I guess I better go deal with that. This is the start of lap 23. God damn. As you can maybe see, I've changed clothes again. Feet were really burning. And I think it's just because so much dirt and grit had gotten into my shoes and socks. They were rubbing on everything. So clean them off, change socks, change shoes, change the bib and jersey just to have something fresh for the last round. It has been really, really nice to have stuff to swap, especially like dry gloves. Like the bib and jersey I probably could have got away with for a whole day if I wanted to, but dry gloves is huge. All right, now just time to bear down and climb. Dude, I'm so just stoked and emotional right now, but I got to keep it together because I haven't actually done it yet. We got one more climb. There is some time pressure for this last lap. You need to clear the summit timing mat by 6:45, which shouldn't be a problem if nothing goes wrong. But if I were to have like a mechanical or something, I just want to give myself the maximum amount of time, you know, have some leeway. Okay, so it is now 6:19, and we are about to start lap 24. Holy sh**. All right, I gotta do some climbing now, and I think I'm gonna turn the camera off for a bit and just let the music take over. I'm gonna f***ing do it. No, I won't sleep, no. Hide away. I can see you when you dream your hide away. Nothing really matters now. Whoa! 24 uphill laps. Woo! Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, holy shit. Oh. Oh. I can't believe I did that. I don't know. Oh, I gotta pull it together. Jesus Christ. Watching the video back now, it seems like kind of an over-the-top reaction for Ty winning a charity race that's frankly not that competitive. But finishing a long endurance event, one you weren't really sure that you could finish, does really bring this crazy flood of emotions. All that training, all those hours and hours and hours in the basement on the trainer, here it was paying off. And I'm gonna be honest, it felt amazing.
And just like the ladies, we do have a tie for the winner of the most uphill bike laps, taking home with 24 uphill bike laps each, Eric Haskell and Charles Custer. Come on up.
My co-winner and I did get some stuff from the race's sponsors as prizes, which was pretty cool. And this is probably as good a time as any to say what a great job WinterKids and Mount Abram do with this race. Even on a rainy day, they kept the fun rolling and the stoke high, and we all raised a lot of money to help Maine kids get outside in the process. That's a win-win. Now, after the race, I did not have a lot of time to rest on my laurels, or rest at all, because that was only a couple of weeks before my big goal of the year, the CBCC 100K. You're gonna have to wait for another video to find out how that one went, but I don't think I'm spoiling too much when I say that's a whole different ballgame. I did have some time to consider whether I'll do this race again next year, and to be honest, the answer is, I don't know. But whatever I ultimately decide, it's great to come away finally not feeling like I left something on the table.